Hi everyone, so I am back and today I'm here to review Aquaman. Now, obviously this review is going to contain minor spoilers, so if you don't want to hear them, go away, watch the movie and come back to this video once you've watched it. So without further ado, let's get to it. Alright then. The actors in this movie were great, they were phenomenal, including Jason Momoa in the lead role. You also had Amber Heard and Nicole Kidman. They were great. And even Willem Dafoe. Basically, I love the fact that this costume hair is very reminiscent of his original classic costume from the comics. So basically, there's a scene where Aquaman goes into the waterfall to retrieve this trident, and eventually he comes back out again. And it kind of reminds me of Stars in Their Eyes. It was kind of like, tonight, Matthew, I'm going to be Aquaman. Sorry, I was literally thinking that, like, when I was watching it in the cinema. I mean, sod Avatar, the special effects in this film were far superior. And anyway, like the story was much better than Avatar as well, and even the character development. So, what else can I say? So, Aquaman was essentially this Jesus Messiah type figure in the movie. You even see he has the beard just like Jesus. There was even a scene where you saw like a Jesus statue in the background. I don't know if everybody noticed that, but I did. It was during the part where they were in Sicily, Mera and Aquaman. The best way to describe this film, it's basically Star Wars, but it's underwater. So I would call it like Water Wars or Aqua Wars or something of that nature. Basically, there's this sequence where the enemy submarines are chasing the submarine, but Aquaman and Mera are inside. And it kind of reminds me of the original Star Wars film, where the TIE fighters lock onto the X-Wings. It's literally like a targeting computer type thing. Basically, Aquaman is one of the best DC films to date, but I still think Wonder Woman and Batman v Superman were better than it. And I know I'm going to get a lot of hate for saying that, because a lot of people hate Batman v Superman, but I really love that movie. Like, the raw emotion of that movie. Like, especially with the music and Superman's death and everything else. It was just like, beat by beat, poetry. Yes, I know I'm part of a minority that actually prefers Batman v Superman to the Dark Knight trilogy, but there we go. The humour in this DC Aquaman film was very good as well. Especially the humour between Mera and Aquaman. Then you had the more serious characters, which were essentially the villains, such as Black Manta and King Orm. I mean, this movie isn't perfect. It does have its flaws, but it's still rather enjoyable. I mean, if I had to advise how to improve this movie, I would have had Lex Luthor show up at the end of the film in the post-credit scene and just have him hire Black Manta to become part of the Injustice League. Yeah, that would have made the film much more better, but there we go. Some people will probably disagree with me on that point because they probably prefer it the way it is. Look, I'm just being honest. There's no point in me lying. Like, there were some sections where it dragged. I mean, some of the sections with Willem Dafoe's character and King Orm, they could have been cut down. And even those things that involved Mira's dad as well, they could have been cut down because they were kind of pointless and boring. So, to sum up, after Aquaman, the future of the DCEU looks bright. If we can even call it the DCEU anymore. I think it's been renamed the DCU, hasn't it? Oh, God knows what's bloody happening. Now, I recommend you guys who are watching this video, you should go ahead and watch some more Amber Heard movies. Like, I recommend Drive Angry, that stars Nicolas Cage. She is very good in that movie. Just as good as she was in Aquaman. See her book here. It says Sex and Punishment. I would like to be punished by her. So, basically, I've written a novel called The Story of Wittenborough. You can still order it on Amazon and on eBay. Now, there's a character in the book called Lindsay O'Donnelly, and I've always said that if a film adaptation was made of my novel, that Amber Heard should play the Lindsay O'Donnelly character.